Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gates!
Damnable and suffering.
Never a dull moment. Time to press ahead.
By sickle and sword, strike them down!
Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards! For the absolute!
Got to move.
Allow me to demonstrate. Step to it. Torment! Keep them guessing. Survival is all that matters.
got to press on.
A tale for the ages. It shall be done. Still breathing, despite everything.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Done. Good.
But what were the grubby little beasts after? This place doesn't look like much.
A taste of goblins to come, I fear. Must be a horde nearby.
What am I to do?
Still alive, so that's progress.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
And who the hell are you again?
Show some respect. This man saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides? The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need a healer.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor. Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. uses wooden tools.
Careful, I'm out.
looking ahead.
We're exposed now. How long do you think we've got before the goblins come? We should be getting drunk at least. No fun waiting for death sober.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move! You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies? If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. Thank you for the offer, but the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Your dogs! Let me out, you butt! Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. They'll peel your face off and nail it to a wall. I ain't scared of some guard. Stick a dozen arrows in me and Priestess Guard still patch me up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'm not saying we should trust a goblin, but she sounds very useful.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are. Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like. You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you. I already met your friend. You here to get me out of here? Even if you did find my tribe, you need me. Get me out of here. You gonna open this cage or what?
I've got a long road ahead.
Children! Look who's here.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan.
Again. Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Well met. And is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanus, guide your path.
And again. Swing and swing and... Calm down. Please.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
have words with you.
Let me work my magic.
All right, what now?
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer. How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. It is done. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
No one's stopped me yet.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Indeed. There are important matters to discuss.
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. The sooner we find this priestess gut, the better. Can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
You find a current of hope flowing through her thoughts. She believes you all have a real chance. She's anxious to find this person in Baldur's Gate. Whoever it is has a strong hold over her and can give her something she desperately wants.
Yes, vastly so. But I don't want to talk about her. Not right now. It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
You know, I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring when we meet this goblin priestess. Will she know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over? Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally, after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. Aren't you just? Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
A fine evening
don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. I see naught but cowards cowering in their groves and grottos. Flowering meadows and fecund soil have softened their minds and muscles. They rely on strangers' swords, when they should be forging their own. You are wise not to waste your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? Courage in danger's shadow. I love to see it. But shouldn't the shadow have crept closer? Gone darker by now? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Matters to discuss.
This is ridiculous. Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too. I think I'd make
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to...
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
Please, leave us be. This isn't a good time.
It's fine, Memnos. I've had some time to think since we last talked. Can't say I'm enjoying it much. Goblins will come.
You say that like you're looking for...
I can pack or talk, and right now I'm packing.
Now you lie to me, boy. Oh, you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will!
Something over there.
I care about our lives. Our future.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back. Right.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no...
I swear that fox's gaze is following me.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
God, deliver me.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The T-sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
Try greasy palms. Everything's over.
Oh, because that went so well last time.
She must be terrified.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not our kid for nothing.
Keep this up and you'll have blood on your hands!
I could take one of the guards, maybe two.
What about a bear? I'd like to keep our guts on the inside.
Your master let us in here. We're your guests.
They don't care. Look at them.
Try greasing palms. These things over.
Because that went so well last time. You lot are the same as those bloody goblins.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not our kid for nothing.
Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back! Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
I see you. Just give me a moment. They did a number on you, didn't they?
No time to dally.
Does that hurt? I know. When the pain
Let's get going.
The game. We've shown them once. We take growth law seriously. By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have laid...
That feels good. Thank you. I was scouting the hills nearby. Got too close to a knoll. They're everywhere up there. Stay away if you can.
Heard about your antics at the gate. You look well for someone that took on a troop of goblins. There's something I can do for you? Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
something in that vessel.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Protected from on high. Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. All right. I suppose that makes things easier. Give me your arm, please. There. Be careful. Your legs will probably give out first. I'm sorry. Maybe Master Halsin could have plucked it from your head, but I can't. Without him here, the only treatment for an illithid tadpole is death. You're a risk to the people around you. I'm truly, truly sorry. For what it's worth, the poison is painless. It'll be like going to sleep. It's too late. It's already in your system.
Not many thorns have such unique poison. It has to be Kelemvor's kiss, a plant from the Dale lands. There is a cure, but try as you might, you can't recall it.
I won't. I can't. Gods above. It's a risk, but maybe you deserve a chance. All right. Master Halsin did say the drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too. Now this is a vial of wyvern poison. It's quick and painless. Swear to me you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. And here's the antidote. Do not mix those two up. I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, You seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from Mind Flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected. Folks like you have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more, but only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne, and Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there, and if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Why then? Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than ceramorphosis nonetheless.
I'm becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
Well, hello.
What to do? Something over there.
I hate wolves.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Yes, I see. And just that
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Make one up.
It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about it.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint. A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
I'm glad you think so. Otherwise, things might have gotten very messy. No, you are incapable. I'd so love to see them try. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this, move. Tick-tock.
Funny. We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Please. Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
I made no such oath, and I will not be held responsible for these people.
Just be responsible for yourself, then. We have to stay. It's the right thing to do.
Zerg! Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
This tiefling's proof fragile. I were mine to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
I was joking about Octa soup just a moment ago. Come on.
The dance macabre.
No time to waste.
Let's end this. On I go.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Moving.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square. Care to explain why you reek of the hells? Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
Why did this keep happening? I was joking about off to soup just a moment ago. Come on. No. We need to go home.
Intestines throb, blood whispers.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hands.
Stealing the idol. What were you thinking?
I was trying to help.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is my fault.
Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful. Goblin tracks. You can practically smell the filth.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. He's injured and I wasn't thinking.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. Mind the true soul. He will... He...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now.
A true soul. Thank the Absolute. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen, like you.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
We were looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. But instead of them, Edwin found an oil bear. An angry one. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks. What? And just leave Ed? I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Sazza. Curious.
Looks like the Absolute's drawing all sorts to become followers. Impressive in a way.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
nests as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
All the more reason to rid ourselves of our own uninvited guests.
Do you think your kin search for you, Lae'zel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly. I told you to go.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
You know my name? Interesting. A predator wouldn't care to learn it. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest. He's not my clan. He's my friend. Of course he will. And then we'll return home. We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Always room for more. That might be worth a look.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Lae'zel, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
A welcome rest.
blueprints for some devilish
I'd rather
weapon.
not turn my back on you. If it's
Our friend was a fine blacksmith.
not too refined here. Just quick ideas sketched out.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Why, I never. You're paranoid, aren't you? Must be the surroundings. Rather bleak and lonesome. One feels so exposed. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Fair enough. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. Yes. I like it when my clients put up a fight, only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
That might be worth a look. So, you and Lae'zel. Seems tense.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Make haste. I would have words with you.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals, boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. It's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed. You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear. Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Good morning. How do you feel? Be grateful I'm not a true vampire, then. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn, like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. Oh no, I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. You're such a sweetheart. I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
For his sake, he best not develop an appetite for Githyanki.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Amicus animatus. Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Something tore right through these people.
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. Your nostrils fill with the rank smell of death. The hyena has feasted, but looking into her eyes, you know it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come! See! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. The hyena moans softly as its body contorts, ribs cracking and flesh tearing. You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
Can't give up.
No choice but to keep going.
Victory awaits. Tazeth.
Where's it running off to?
On my way.
Can't give up. Not now.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Never seen that before.
I prefer not to see it again, that's for sure.
This place reeks of blood. Let's go, before more join us.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
No sweethearts, no. I prefer them savory.
This is what I get for trying to strike up conversation.
Something good here, I hope.
This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Me? Never been better. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did. Good. Great. Glad I don't have to kill you.
A great heat roars through you. A heat fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlach. And you are... Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as Paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Hang on, though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
I suppose you've noticed the ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone. You can tell that to the next one we cross paths with, then. Provided it doesn't tear your throat out first. If you're sure. A shame. I thought we were doing...
There are important matters to discuss.
Why are we slowing down? Let's go, go, go. Damn, it's good to be alive.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
Cut it out. At ease, friend.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. Zariel? Certainly not. We serve Tyr, Lord of Justice, and no other. Please, mercy. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit, we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you. Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
Have to keep going. Death won't take me yet.
It's Friday.
Be quick.
I will not know failure.
Bye forever, pal. Got it. Let's go.
I will ascend.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Victory awaits.
I got this. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger! That ought to do it.
Smell that? Blood. This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it? Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Burn, baby. As hot as I can tolerate. Makes me a beast in battle. Hardly remember what I was like before it. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful.
Is this your first time on the Sword Coast, Lae'zel?
Yes.
Just wait till you see Baldur's Gate. You'll never want to leave.
Isn't it glorious? Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed.
till Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Avernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please. I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look. Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up. Forged from the heart. Hell's take me.
This is ridiculous.
I would have words with you.
Karlach's temper is a sight to behold. She'll need to be careful. That rage will burn her right out.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
What's on your mind? Apart from finding me an artifact to consume, which I assume you're pursuing with the appropriate urgency. That is most gratifying to hear. May I? Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
One horn, the stink of Avernus, Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
Well, not counting the fuckers that need a good hurting.
Shut it, devil. I know your kind. A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool. I'm...
A great fire roars through you. The fire of the first hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red landscape of fire and volcanic cinder. The front lines of the Blood War. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof! Clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to tell you. I'm not what you think I am.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Will shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm, No! I will not be tricked!
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served. No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly, for either of us. You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the Blade got his name. I swear to you, on all I am not what you think.
Shit! Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach. Same. Now, instead of a liability, I've got a friend. Or I will have soon, anyway.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too. I'm just sad. And bored.
grass. Can't beat it.
I was
Strange.
raised in the city.
It
I'm
looks
more used to
healthy,
feeling
but
cobblestones
it's
underfoot
stone
than
dead.
grass and fallen leaves.
Who cares about some pig?
Before I went to
It's
Avernus,
dead.
I'd have
Let's
agreed
go.
with you. Nothing quite like Baldur's Gate, is there?
Nothing in my recollection, anyway.
Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
Were they heading to the druid's grave?
Looks like an ambush. A clumsy one.
Get over there! Surround them like! You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked. We got you surrounded. Here's how this goes. You take one step further, and we'll fill your front with arrows. Or you turn around, and your backside gets the same treatment.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, sir.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
Come on, open up.
looks like a trap there.
Weapon blueprints that use Sousa bark. Rare find. There's only one place I'm finding a Sousa tree. The Underdark. Better take a closer look.
Come on, let's go.
It seems like Will and Karlach will play nice from now on.
La, da, da, da.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Keep a blade close.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Attention!
Let's get going.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Will, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
gods damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Making me sweat.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Hey ho.
Let's move.
Keep clear of the webs. And the spiders might not notice us.
Something didn't like that.
some fun. This will do nicely.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Tactical.
What should I do?
Death.
Ready for another round? Watch this!
Come on, can't stay idle. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Talk to me.
This is gonna feel good.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Got to focus. Got to keep fighting.
dam and patch up my engine.
Back, kid. I already told you I don't have it!
How? Goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
How fares the search?
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now. But I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way, I miss my forge.